So Senator John N. Kennedy is considered a very smart guy. Republicans love him a lot because they think he speaks facts and gives savage responses. And we recently got our hands on a piece of footage where he is answering a CNN reporter in a very confident way. But then something happens. Our smart senator suddenly gets hit with a fact. Because when someone's lie is suddenly confronted with clear proof, they often get shocked and don't know how to respond. And what our so-called intelligent MAGA senator does after that is something we're about to see. But guys, YouTube is literally breaking my day with these kinds of results every single day. So please, I'm requesting you, share this with at least one of your friends so YouTube can push the video. I'm seriously asking for your support. And now...
here we go again.
Weeks since this war with Iran has been underway, the deadliest incident of civilian casualties was a strike that happened on an elementary school in southern Iran that killed scores of children. Tonight, a CNN analysis of that attack reveals evidence suggesting that the United States military was likely responsible for it. What you're about to see is disturbing. I want to warn you, the United States says it's still under investigation, but this was the scene at the school just after the strikes 1 week ago nearly. CNN has not independently confirmed the death toll, but Iranian health officials and state media believe that at least 168 children and 14 teachers were killed. Our analysis, which is based on satellite imagery, geolocated videos, and the assessment of munitions experts, suggests that this school was hit around the same time that an attack that American forces had launched on a neighboring Iranian naval base. This new satellite image shows several Revolutionary Guard buildings near the all-girls school. You can see how close they are. In red, you can see the craters at the center of the structures, including the school, and what experts say look like precision strikes. A wall, marked by that dotted line there, is all that separates the school and this base. When asked about the strike this week multiple times during multiple different press briefings, this is what Trump administration officials have told reporters.
Did the United States airstrike a girls' elementary school and kill 175 people?
Not that we know of, Sean, and the Department of War is investigating this matter, and I would just tell you very strongly, the United States of America does not target civilians, unlike the rogue Iranian regime that targets civilians, that kills children, that has killed thousands of their own people in the past several weeks, and uses propaganda quite effectively, and unfortunately many people in this room have fallen for that propaganda.
Can you give us an update on what the administration knows, what you know now about the reported strike on a girls' school in southern Iran on Saturday?
All I can say is that we're investigating that. We, of course, never target civilian targets, but we're taking a look and investigating that.
Now, the internet blackout in Iran has made it very difficult for our teams to examine weapons fragments that are left at the scene for further evidence of responsibility. Reuters reports, though, that U.S. military investigators also believe it is likely U.S. forces were behind that strike.
Let me ask you about these strikes. Yes. Is this a war?
I'm not sure it matters what you call it.
Well,
I'm not adverse. There seems to be some effort among our friends in the media to get people to admit there's a war. I'm sure many people are referring to it as a war. That's not the issue. The issue is at what point does a president need to seek authority from Congress?
Yeah.
And frankly, you can teach that round or flat. The answer to it is like pornography. It's undefined. You know it when you see it. This president, unlike other presidents, says, I don't need the authority. Other presidents wanted the authority to have someone behind them in terms of sharing the responsibility. If a senator or a House member is upset and thinks the president has crossed the line, he or she has a number of options. You can, first of all, not vote to fund the war. You can file an authorization. You can file what Tim Kaine just did, a resolution. You can file suit. To my knowledge, the last 6, 7 presidents have initiated actions, including but not limited to bombing of our adversaries and other countries. Some have sought authority, some haven't.
I don't think we've had a declaration of war vote since World War II.
That's probably the case.
And we've obviously had wars in between, Korea and Vietnam most notably. I guess the question is, it's not really a semantic one in terms of whether or not it's a war. It's that, as you know, Article 1 of the Constitution says that only Congress has the power to declare war. we're spending billions of dollars, and Americans are dying, and civilians are dying, Iranian, Israeli, others. Why shouldn't Congress have some skin in the game in terms of we voted for that?
Fair question. The Constitution doesn't go from Article 1 and skip Article 2 and go to Article 3.
I got it.
Well,
yeah.
no. Article 2 also says the president is the commander-in-chief. And I believe, if you study the history of the Constitution, that our founders left it intentionally and vague, intentionally vague. Article 1 gives Congress the responsibility to declare war. It doesn't say make war.
Mm-hmm.
The commander-in-chief makes war. Now, where do you draw the line? Different presidents have drawn it in different places. And it is up to the United States Congress to say we don't agree with where you've drawn the line, and we're going to weigh in. And this Congress can do this at any point in time.
How concerned are you that the next leader of Iran, and they're talking right now about maybe the son of the Ayatollah is going to take over, is going to be as bad, if not worse, than the former leader of Iran?
Well, of course, it's always a worry. Look, if we do our job, it's not going to matter. What does victory look like to me? I can tell you. To me, it looks like the new efforts after our June bombing to restart the nuclear warhead program will be stopped in its tracks. Mm-hmm. Number two, Iran was adding anywhere from 200 to 600 missiles a month. We're making them use all those missiles. Number three, we're going to take out their missile manufacturing ability. Number four, we're going to take out their launchers. Number five, they're going to desecrate and decimate their Navy. Mm-hmm. The goal here is to lead the political leadership of Iran unable to defend itself, unable to hold the Middle East hostage, unable to hold the rest of the world hostage while it pursues a nuclear weapon. It is clear to me that the current political leadership is never going to give up its effort to obtain a nuclear weapon. And if they get one, they are religious zealots. They're like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. I'm sorry, they're stone cold crazy.
So,
and they will use a weapon if they get it.
The State Department has updated the message on the assistance call line for the Americans who are stuck in the Middle East. 14 countries in the Middle East trying to get out, saying the U.S. is committed to helping American citizens who want to leave the region. But before that update, this is what it sounds like. Take a listen.
Okay.
If you are calling about the crisis in the Middle East, please press 1. If not, press 2. Please do not rely on the U.S. government for assisted departure or evacuation at this time. There are currently no United States evacuation points. Please continue to check the embassy's website for updated information. In the event of ongoing military action.
So there doesn't seem to be any sort of plan for the thousands.
Well, I haven't heard that recording, but it's not accurate. I haven't heard that recording, but it's not accurate. But it's not accurate. Not accurate.
That's how a superhuman talks. Most people in this world don't have this kind of extremely rare talent. The way he calmly shuts down the reporter is exactly what people mean when they talk about real intelligence.
Not accurate.
It's pretty shameful. The guy literally said he had no idea about the recording, but in the very next moment he completely shut it down. For a moment we could assume maybe he really didn't know anything about it. But if he doesn't know anything about it, then how does he already know that it's not true? These are the kinds of people who defend their administration no matter what. It doesn't even matter whether they are wrong. And here's Tucker Carlson brutally exposing what Trump told him after he tried to convince him not to start this war.
I flew up to D.C. 3 times in the last month to try to convince Trump not to do this. It didn't work. It happens. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, boy, this is not going to get better. So then I think I'll fly up again and ask him. I mean, I don't know if anyone else is doing it, so I'm going to try to just declare victory and go home. Like you killed an 86-year-old cleric. Let's just call that a win and then pull back. And so then, meantime, he got convinced to denounce me. Okay, I don't care. I'm gonna fly up anyway and see him, right? Even though he's like denouncing me. So I call over there to see, call someone who knows him. I said I'm just gonna fly up anyway and tell him this because I think it's so important. And the person says, "Don't bother," because he's being shown polling that this war is like a 90-10 win for him. And I said, I don't know where that polling is coming from. It's like, I guess you could make any kind of poll, and he's watching Fox News, which is telling him the same thing, and he's getting fake polling. I guess they're only polling Sean Hannity's viewers or something. And so I'm not sure that there's a sense, as if this was yesterday, because I was getting so agitated and worried. I don't think that there's a sense that this is unpopular. Like, I think there's an information vacuum here.
This is a complete shock and a harsh reality of what is currently happening under this administration. Basically, Tucker Carlson is trying to say here that he regrets supporting the guy who isn't even standing with him anymore. Because now, Tucker finally understands that they are not really America first. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. And I'm reminding you again, please share this so our channel can blow up. Thank you, and please take care of yourself.